back. I am so excited because 2019 is almost over. It's been a rough year for me. I'll be honest, like just getting back into the transition of being at work full time, being a mom, and like all the things on a personal level. But on a professional level, I'm very excited because there were so many fun new releases that came out this year. And so that's what I'm going to be sharing with you. But I don't know about you guys. 2020, I'm ready for you. But 2019, good year with products. Let's get started. Okay, so my first pick for top releases of 2019 is the new RMS Uncover Up Cream Foundation. It was one of my favorites, I think last month. I love this one, you guys. I think they made a mistake. The jar is way too big because you need very little of this product. It has great coverage, but it also doesn't look heavy on the skin. It just gives this really dewy, very luminous type of look, and it gives that good coverage. So I just find that oftentimes products that give a lot of coverage tend to kind of look a little dull on the skin. So I love that this one looks super duper luminous and it feels very lightweight. Definitely one of my top picks from 2019. Next up comes from Ilia. This is another makeup item. And you guys know I'm obsessed with a good mascara, especially one that doesn't bleed or run underneath the eyes. This one is your new BFF. This is the Ilia mascara, and it's their Limitless Lash. This has a really long name. Let's see what After Midnight Limitless Lash Mascara. I just always call it the Ilia mascara. It's fine. But this one, I love the brush on this because it really goes in and it helps to separate the lashes, but it also creates a lot of volume and it stays put. It doesn't move, it doesn't sting or irritate the eyes at all. So definitely another top one for 2019. Next up, Indie Lee Whipped Body Butter. I am obsessed with this. I go through a jar entirely too fast, but for good reason. I have really, really dry skin when it comes to my body, and I live in Arizona, the desert, and it's just dry as shit, let's be honest. So this I love because it's very, very dense. You don't need a lot of product. I know I said I go through a lot of it, but I have very, very dry skin. So you don't need a lot though to feel hydrated, and it has this really soft, very calming smell to it, so I also like that. But when I put this on, my skin feels baby soft, and I really feel like that hydration locks in all day, which is something that I always struggle with when it comes to like a body moisturizer, because unlike face where I feel like hydration holds all day, I feel like in my body, like I almost feel like before I would have to put on like a lotion and then put another lotion on again in a few hours because I'm so dry. But this, again, that hydration just locks in all day, and another one of my top picks. Next up comes from Fitglow Beauty. Fitglow is a new brand for us this year, which is crazy. I think we started carrying them in February or March of this last year, and it has since then become one of our top selling makeup brands, and for good reason. The owner, Anna, just really gets it. She creates products that she is going out and kind of looking at what conventional products they're selling and turning it into clean and green beauty products. So their eyeshadow palettes that they came out with this year have been really, really good. They have a lot of pigment payoff, which is hard to find sometimes in the natural or green community. So tons of color pigment payoff, really good colors. And I especially really love the Glam palette, which was one of her new releases just a few months ago. If you guys haven't seen that one, definitely check it out. Next up, a new fave from Nateur. This is her Ageless Eye Serum. I was really excited because when we did our glam bar in LA, Jenna, the owner of Nateur, brought this before it even hit the shelves, and she's like, let's sell it at the glam bar event. I was like, okay, because people were excited. People knew that it was coming out. It sold out within 30 minutes of the glam bar opening. Like, we sold everything that we had to sell, and for good reason. This has such a lightweight texture, but it's super hydrating. So it has this consistency that I really have a hard time even putting into words explaining. It's kind of like an oil / gel consistency. So you feel really hydrated around the eye area, which is why she says that you can even apply it as like a highlight. like if you're going out over your makeup, but it's just super duper hydrating, and it has cucumber in it. So it feels very cooling and very gentle around the eyes, or we all tend to be like a little puffy, especially like in the mornings. So this is definitely a top fave. I saw on Instagram she's been doing a little beauty hack by putting it all over her face. I'm not sure about that one yet, but it looks super cool. But definitely around the eye area, I'm really loving this one. You guys know I'm very sad that the honey mud is gone, but it will be returning. And until then, I really found that I am really loving the new Tata Harper Hydrating Floral Mask. So this one is really lightweight. When you put it on, it's not a heavy consistency. So you kind of put the mask on all over, and then you can tissue it off, or you could rinse it off, but really tissuing it off is the best thing. It hydrates the skin. It has lots of hyaluronic acid in there, which if you guys are not familiar with what that is, it basically is something that we already naturally have in our body that starts to diminish as we get older. So by applying it on a topical level, it helps to bind and hold moisture into our skin, making our skin more hydrated and plump and youthful looking. So definitely a fave from Tata. Next up is Ladysuite. This is so cool, you guys, because I feel like it's something that we haven't been talking about, but we're talking about self-care, and that really means all over, including vulva care. So Ladysuite came out with, this is her botanical oil that you can use like all over like the vulva. So after shaving, waxing, any kind of like harsh exercise, like actually get a lot of friction down there. And so this is an area where we need to hydrate and keep our skin really well too, because nothing's worse than having like ingrowns or irritation down there. It's just not a good feeling to have. So you definitely want to apply this oil. You want to do it like, I like applying it after the shower personally. I just take a couple drops in my hand and hydrate down there. It's really great. I've used it also too, like on my C-section scar from Willow, and I feel like that's even softened a lot. So, and what I think is really cool is the color of this. The color of the oil is all from the Ayurvedic herbs that are in here that go in and heal the skin. So definitely check this out from Ladysuite. Next is from Kosas, and it's their 10-second eyeshadows. I'm sure you guys have seen these by now because we're really loving them at Citrine, and they're definitely becoming a fave amongst a lot of people. They're really cool in the application process because you just swipe it on. You can do a little blending if needed, and you just have this really beautiful wash of color. They have a lot of really vibrant colors. Supreme happens to be my favorite color because it's kind of like that rose gold copper tones that I always wear. But these are just super simple to apply. Like I said, swipe them on if you just want a wash of color, or if you're doing like a really done up eye too, you can also use these and then combine it with powder shadows, because these for the most part, a lot of them do have a little bit of shimmer. Some of them don't, but again, it kind of just gives that little bit of a glimmer eye, and I tend to like that a lot. Another new brand for us this year is Ayuna. Ayuna is a brand that I fell in love with at Indie Beauty Expo in Dallas a few years ago, just because I love their simple approach, and their products were, number one, they smell amazing. Number two, they're super efficacious on the skin, meaning that they really, really work. And so one of my faves for this year, a top release, is the Balm mask from Ayuna. So with this product, it is a jet black mask, okay? And you put it on, but it's not like the typical detox mask that you're thinking of. So you put it on, it goes on wet. But when you remove this, your skin actually feels insanely hydrated. So you're kind of getting that detox feeling, plus then a lot of hydration. And so especially with my type of skin, I really tend to love that a lot. A little hack that you can do with this product is you can actually apply it along the orbital bone area, and it helps to lighten and brighten the under eye area because it gets that circulation going and helps with any stagnation or dark circles that you may have. Last but not least is a new one from Tata Harper. It's not all the way new. You guys know she reformulated her Supernaturals. So this one is from her 2.0 collection, and it is the Boosted Eye Balm. This one so hydrating around the eye area. It helps to lift and kind of brighten the eye area as well too. I love to also use this on my lip area. I love the old formulation. I'm even more in love with the new formulation. And these new boxes, I mean, you guys, it just doesn't get any more luxe than this. Tata really went in with her technology and added so many different ingredients to go in and really target, especially under the eye area where this is our most delicate skin. It's the area that we show aging first as well too. So having a good eye cream is essential. Definitely try this one. You won't regret it. So 2019, there you have it. Oh my gosh. It's been quite a year. I know that you guys will enjoy all the products that I recommended here. I'm super excited for 2020 on a personal level, on a professional level, and also with Green Beauty. I'm just really excited to see what this new decade is gonna bring. I started Citrine back in 2012, so it's been quite a while, and I can tell you the growth in just this last 8 years is insane. So I can only imagine where we're gonna be in this new decade. These releases for 2019, amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye.